Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, well, it's a little bit different. As you can see, there's currently nothing here. And there's a reason for that. And that's because I do believe this is the right channel to be doing it on. This is obviously my vlog channel. So I'm hoping this is a channel I showed it on, what I'm about to explain. Was showed on here, hopefully. If not, then, well, you guys get it now. But you would have seen, hopefully, yeah, it should be on the channel, that I went through a sort of box of coaches and wagons and parts and stuff like that for coaches, wagons, for double O gauge stuff. And this is sort of me following up a little bit. Some of the stuff that was like really bad and there was no sort of saving it is gone. It's departed. I've got rid of it. And the stuff that I could do something with, I've kept. However, I tried to work on the BR coach that was in there, and unfortunately it broke, which is very unfortunate, as I tried to take the base off. Part of the coach came with it, so unfortunately that broke and I had to let go of it. So I let go of it, it's gone. However, it didn't quite sit right with me that it had to go. So I did the only logical thing that any normal human would do, and I bought another one. But I bought a little upgrade of one. So it's got a box to it, which is an original. So I can tilt the camera up a little bit here. I'll show you it here. It's an original box here with its original sort of size and description of it. So it's got seats inside of it. It's obviously a mainline, as the original one was, and this is very original box as far as I can tell. So yeah, I bought a new one in its original box and packaging, and to be fair, this arrived Monday, which is a couple of days now I've had it. I have not touched it since Monday when I took it out as the box it arrived in, and it just left it in this box. So I've been waiting for this exact video where I can finally open it up, and hopefully, if all works well, which I really do hope it will, I can get it out of the box and show you guys my new coach. That's the box empty. Slide it off to the back there, and this is what the coach is in. Just a bit of cardboard on either side, which will very carefully here, not wanting to damage the packaging, lift it out of that. And here we are. A nice mainline coach. As you can see, the mainline advertisement there, or branding, sorry, there. It's literally the same exact coach as the one I had that I had to get rid of. I made sure it was literally identical to it when I was buying it off eBay, which I think it wasn't that bad of a price. I think it was about £13–14 in total, which I think is not too bad. But yeah, so this is the new replacement BR coach. Apparently it's a BR SK, which I don't really know what that means in railway terms. It's no, like, it's not a kitchen coach or restaurant or anything like that, so I'm not quite sure. And then obviously it's maroon in colour, and it's apparently a second class coach, which I'm not sure I can confirm with that one. But anyway, it very much has a C1 on the front of it, which I do believe, and this is me going back to an old conversation I had with my brother a while ago, I do believe that means it can go anywhere on the railway network in the UK. Could be wrong, could have misheard that one, could misremember it, but I think that's what that means. That also, as far as I would be aware, makes it a Mark 1 coach, which I think I'm very wrong on, to the point where I'm going to take back that statement pretty quickly. But yeah, new BR maroon coach, made by Mainline, and is here. Now, this may eventually run behind a Mainline engine of mine, which I don't think I've ever actually mentioned before on any of my channels, but I might mention it a bit more detailed into the future. But all I will put it as is I am looking down the road at a Mainline engine and doing a little rebuild of that. I have a tender already for a certain engine made by Mainline, and yeah, it's very low on my list of things to do, but it is there. But yeah, this is my new coach to my fleet. So yeah, now I just want to have a little bit at the end of this video where I sort of give you guys updates on projects that are currently going on, and sort of what I'm thinking of doing in the background, which I don't normally give you sort of behind the camera information as to much of what I'm doing, but I'm going to give you a little bit of that now in terms of personally what I'm looking at doing over the next few months, and some projects to expect on the channel, projects that might come onto the channels, this channel and my Cars and Trains channel, but probably won't. So let's get into the ones you definitely see. So I'm not going to say which channel they are going to be because my brain doesn't have enough capacity for that. So I'm just going to say what the projects are, and if you don't see them on here, go and check my Cars and Trains channel out, and they'll probably be on there. So we've got my Mallard, which is going to come soon. I'm trying to look for a tender currently. It is on my active list of things to do, is to find a non-powered tender for an A4 in BR Green, buy it, get it delivered and get that engine up and running. So that is one of the next major projects that parts are currently being sourced for. Then we have my A4 powered tender. I am currently looking and have a Mallard on watch for that. Not that I want to make it Mallard specifically, but I have found a Mallard that's not too high in price that could do the job. So it might be that I have two Mallards, who knows. I mean, I have two Silver Foxes, so at the end of the day, you know, two Mallards ain't the worst thing in the world. Then we've also got my Midland Pullman, which I can tell you what channel that is on, and is on my Cars and Trains channel. So that will be returning in a month or two. So go over there and check that one out when it does reappear. Then on here, we've got my chassis block project. Now that's a long way off returning because I haven't looked at it in 3-4 months now. I think it's probably about a fair time to say. But yeah, I have no idea where it's at, no idea what I need to do to it. But I need to have a good look at it at some point in the next month or two. But when I have a look at it, I can obviously try and fix it off camera, buy some parts and do all that. And then it will return when it's in a much more ready state of rebuild. Which means doing a lot of soldering and possibly buying some more parts off camera for it. And then next, this is a current project that's going on my Cars and Trains channel. We have my B1, which you guys haven't seen, so go check out my Cars and Trains channel to see it. I'm currently rebuilding the rod assembly for that, trying to make it work, which is giving me no end of pain, but sometimes things are like that. So that's on that channel. And then a little thing that I normally wouldn't mention, well, before I get to that, I've got wagons and coaches and all sorts that need further rebuilding, which will be sprinkled between here and my Cars and Trains channel. So a bit between the two channels, just spread them out for content purposes, to make sure both channels have enough content to keep them going for a little bit. And then now let's get into the behind the scenes thing that may show up on one of the channels, most likely this channel if it was to be either, but is unlikely, but is a potential. You know, it might happen, but it's unlikely. I'm going to start in the background buying engines for, cheap, repaired, needed sort of engines, and selling them on once I've repaired them. I might do some on the channel, might not, but generally it's not an idea that I'm buying them to keep them. It's more of like a business of buying, repairing, selling. So yeah, if I sort of don't pay attention to a project for a week or two, that'll be the reason. So I'll be taking some focus out of other projects to put into, the off-camera projects a bit in the next few months. Just until I sort of balance the two. So in case the channels get a bit turbulent in the next month or two, just warning now, which I doubt they will, because I mainly focus on the channels and the stock I have personally. But yeah, just letting you know, if I sort of have to suspend videos for not having enough time or anything like that, it's either because I'm volunteering or I'm working on this sort of other venture behind the scenes, which is still with trains, but just a bit off camera. Apologies for getting into so much of a rant there of everything that's coming to the channels, but I just want to let you guys know so you're fully within the loop and know exactly what's coming in the future. But we will get into the one last thing and then we'll end the video, which is the railway project. I have to delay it, honestly. It is ready for it to go, but in terms of, proper designing, figuring out how it's going to work and all that, I haven't quite done that yet, because I've literally just last week got my room cleared to a decent level. I'll move the coach a bit now. So yeah, I need to do a bit more work before it's properly ready, but when it does get to a point where I can just get into building it and get into like properly putting it together, then it will be revealed on this channel, and we'll go from there. But yeah, for now, delayed to an uncertain time, to just basically fit into whenever I get time to work on it, I will work on it. But yeah, with that all being said, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did like this video and did like this brand new coach that I've bought, please do drop a like down below, and if you do like what you are seeing on the channel in a minute, actually I can't use that because it's from another YouTube channel, but yeah, if you do like the videos that are coming out with trains at the minute, please do subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss another video from me, and I'll catch you all next week for another video. Bye for now.